Starting with the lit review, I'd say that a strong lit review is really important because it can really critically reflect on the scholarly literature and identify some common themes and threads. It's important to justify the specific elements of the education program and the theory learned in the class to have that sort of strong literature review. It can be a really strong foundation, so I recommend focusing on that. When developing the educational program, I'd say it's really important to have a clear and well-defined audience and purpose. You'll want to also carefully consider a setting that perhaps you have some familiarity with or interest in that can help give your program some shape. When describing the activities of the program, I'd also say to be specific and provide a lot of detail, and this will help define and shape your program as well and to demonstrate its effectiveness and its relevance to the topics that we've learned in the course. Also, it's good to have a pretty well-defined project timeline that will address all the necessary steps and make the project successful. I think this is important in making the most of all of your group members' efforts and keeping everyone productive. For the evaluation and external review component, I'd say it's really important to consider a diverse pool of potential evaluators who have a relevant perspective on the topic so that they can provide some thoughtful and critical feedback. And it's always good to reach out sooner than later to give potential reviewers plenty of time to provide thoughtful and detailed feedback in response to your program. In addition, some tips and advice regarding the course in general. I would emphasize the importance of careful reading and note-taking while reading the course textbook. I think doing so will definitely make it easier to write thoughtful and engaged discussion board posts during the weeks that the discussion board is active. Secondly, I'd say it's critical to keep a good schedule of the various due dates for assignments in the class. At the start, it might seem like there are a lot of dates to remember, but the course, I think, is quite manageable if you develop a good organizational strategy. And lastly, I'd say the course is definitely most useful when students make the extra effort to apply and relate the material presented in the course to their own lives and experiences. It definitely makes it a much more enriching academic opportunity.
Created using Powtoon.